Did I get the label on it? The title?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry we're late. Live stream was giving us some technical difficulties. Welcome to Binkkit's house, where you'll be chatting with myself, Sheepy, and Boomer, my husband. He's handling the tech side of it.
I'm kind of handling stuff.
You got us up and running. So I'm a little bit flustered, so you'll have to just please bear with me for the moment. And for tonight's episode, I have a new panel with a fresh new idea. I did post it to X. I call them blanks. It's like the background image that I'm going to use to illustrate into. And for those new, I'm an old school traditional artist that learned to do digital artwork. Had the kids at home. I'll be served in the military. And I was able to go back to school because of him and get my art degree. So I learned some cool new techie stuff. And that was graduated in 2014 now. So I've had several launches and that kind of flopped. So we're trying it again. And this time I'm just going to stick with this, whether I see a whole lot of following or not. I want to leave a legacy behind of good, clean, wholesome artwork that kind of inspires children of all ages, that touches on a little bit on the magical and a little bit of whimsy, and excites the imaginations of the viewers. So that's why I'm here. And I wanted to share with you last week's panel that I finished. This is Binkkit of Binkkit's house. This is Patchy. Binkkit's a little boy bunny who's got little magical surprises in store. This is Lonesome. She is a butterfly winged lamb. Just 'cause. I have sheep in my history. My grandparents raised sheep, and I love lambs. So that's last week's panel. You have a little fairy and a little dragon, and they're in the magician's upstairs bedroom, opening up a magical trunk. So I wanted to remind you all of the times we're on here when we're on time. So that's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And these are all the links to... Oh, and I'm glad I grabbed that one because the other one had the Telegram. I am struggling to get it streaming on Telegram for some reason, but that's par for the course. So I guess I grabbed the right graphic for this, but you can screenshot and find me on one of your favorite platforms to watch live stream or watch later on. And I ask that you please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Anybody that likes art, likes discussing art, or just likes casual, hour and a half of chatting with a couple of art nerds. So this is my new one. So we have the downstairs with the cobblestone floors and the rug that took me forever to make. And you got the dining room table set for tea. And you can't really see, but let me see, which one is this? That's the middle one. That must be this one. I propped the dog door open. I will be photoshopping like outdoor grass or something on the other side of that door, but if you can zoom in, it's flipped up. And that's actually a pair of fancy, what were those? Pliers for a binder, for a spiral binder. They kind of crimped the binder, the coils or whatever. I think that's what it was. But anyway, I shopped most of it out. I had to fix the door. And then there was a little bit of light gapping underneath where the wall meets the floor. So I just kind of photoshopped in a shadow and kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So it looks better. So today we have in the lead here I'm going to create a magical creature, mythical creature parade coming in through the dog door, through the critter door. If I can get centered. I have a little mushroom girl, and she's going to be sprinkling flower petals. I haven't decided if this is going to be a little bowl or a little basket with flower petals in it or a bouquet of flowers. I haven't decided quite yet. But we can hold off on her because I'm probably not going to be able to get to her today. And she's wearing a little leaf smock, and she's got cute little booties on. And I'm going to have like her little mushroom head have cute little spots and designs on it, like a mushroom has. Well, some of them do. Then we have Mr. Drum Major Elf. And I think I'm going to put boots on him instead of long pants. But I have a drum major image. I think that's from one of the big universities in Michigan, as a kind of reference to what these drum major uniforms could look like. And then he's got his little hat, and he's going to have one of those big fluffy feathery things that they have on the top. Only I know a lot of them have like the big fur ones. Like I didn't want the big fur ones. I wanted a little cap that's kind of like Egyptian almost. It's kind of slanted up in the back. So I probably should emphasize that a little bit more because it looks like it's just proportionally it's wrong or something. But I'll enhance that with even more so you can kind of tell it's supposed to look like that. And these are really rough sketches, like really rough. But I clean them up when I do the digital on top of them, and then I just throw this in the trash afterwards. These little pencil sketches won't last to the end. But then I also have a griffin. Now, there's a difference between a griffin. A griffin has an eagle or a bird of prey head and a lion's body, but it has like bird talons. But I also know there's a version, I can't remember, is it a sphinx that has the lion's head?
Maybe.
No, that's a lion. It's the lion's head and a lion's body. No, what was it? The other one. It's the flying lion one. Like the Island of Misfit Toys. Do you remember the lion on that?
Yeah.
Flying lion. I don't know what those are called. They're called flying lions. So I probably won't be getting to the griffin until the last part. Like I might be able to get this little girl here and the griffin done on next weekend. But this guy here, he's going to have a lot of detail, so it's going to be a little bit more time consuming. So I should probably just get in there and get at it. So I'm going to close that one out. I'll bring him in afterwards. And like I say, always, we got our sandwich, our layers of a sandwich here. Like here's the bottom layer, and here's the layers in between. And it's important where you place the different layers. So, and how it affects, and if it goes behind the previous object that you just created or in front of, you can kind of use it to your advantage. So I need the layer to be on top of him. So he's going to be right there on the elf layer. And then put a layer in there. Add to my sandwich. And then some decisions need to be made here. So I think I'm going to look at the background. I want him to pop. So I should probably make his little plume. Would it be yellow?
Yeah, I think yellow would be
or red. Yellow or red?
Yeah, like a red. What color is this suit going to be?
Oh, it's going to be green.
Green. Okay.
He's gonna have green skin, but a different shade, like a brighter kind of green little outfit, because he's a little elf, a little green elf.
Yeah, I think a yellow gold feather kind of thing would be cool.
Oh, like gold. Kind of like the image I'm looking at right now, actually. You know the color.
Tennis ball colored.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of lime,
really.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just watched a video earlier today about people arguing over a tennis ball color.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, opacity is 100%. And got our brush. I need to get scooted over here with my chair. It's like I forget. I'm always like, it's always off to the side unless, I'm working directly on it. So my little XP pen is like way to the side right now. So I gotta move it in front of me. All right, so I make sure I'm on the right layer. I got my brush. Let me get my brush size down here. So you see these lines here by the nose. I'm trying to make a decision whether I want to go with a really long nose or the shorter one here. Do you have any
I'd say
idea?
go for it.
You want to go big nose and then I can go shorter nose?
Do it.
Okay. Do it. Oh, what color? Outline. I'm going to go with a really dark green outline because, green. Okay. Let's get a little more there. And he's got to have his little eyebrow. Hard one right there. He looks like a pleasant, happy little elf. Oops. My hand twitched. No hand twitching. Trying to figure out, I can't remember how to do the ear. Gotta do it properly. But they have elf folds inside their ear. I need to look up an ear. Did you laugh?
Yes,
Are you muted? Okay.
I was muted.
You
but
must.
Yeah.
Me and my friends online looking up ear pictures for very different reasons. Ah. There's an ear. It's got that little hollow right there. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the wrist and the hand, and then I'm going to bring it in closer because I don't like the placement. He got his little elf fingernails. Now, talking about elves here, I have to mention my all-time favorite fantasy artist, and you may know him. If you don't know him, then I think you'll probably know his work.
I know him. Not like personally, but
No, but he's very, very talented. And I love his artwork. His illustration style is just beautiful. And what's his name, Boomer?
Froud.
proud. He's absolutely amazing. And his work is, he worked on a lot of Jim Henson movies. Like he was designed a lot of the characters in, probably most of them, in The Dark Crystal in the series that it's based on, that movie. Excuse me. Just an otherworldly magical. And if you want to look him up, it's Froud. And I think his first name is Brian.
That is correct.
Yeah. He's one of my all-time favorite illustrators. So we got the outline. Should I use the same outline color for all of it, or? No.
Yeah, I think that would make sense.
You think?
Well, except for like the feather and the hat. You know, anything is going to be like black or yellow.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I was just thinking if I should do... This is the baton. What are the... Let me look at the batons. Those are silver. So I could just do the baton in black and then kind of merge it together with the hand. Oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. I'm going to turn on the AC. Can you let me know if you can hear it?
Will do.
Through the microphone. One moment, please. There we go. Cool the studio off. Plug my headset back in. The cord's not long enough to reach all the way across the room to the AC. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, I'll move the hand. I'll do the baton first with black. And then I will merge them, and then I will drag it closer so it makes more sense. And I think his baton is going to be kind of like, should I make it a ball with a little thing, or? Oh, I know what I can do. I can make it look like a flower bud, but silver, like it's designed flower bud. And then I can have these like little frilly embellishments or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. And then, oops. Yeah, my swatch picked it up. That's good. Swatches are very intuitive. Oh, okay. So then I wanted to do the merging. Oh, I don't have to. I just changed the color. It's the same layer. Okay. Then I lasso tool it. Then click the little arrow thing. And it moves my stuff down and over. My arrow key over on my keyboard. Okay. Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't look so unnatural. But I do think from the get-go, this needs to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I agree.
Oops. Come on. So I go free transform. Yeah, that looks... You have to click right on those pixels or else it can get that... You can barely see it, but you see that little... This little thing, the crosshair kind of thing. It'll change that and it'll turn it. It'll move it if you accidentally click on that instead of the actual pixels. Oh, shoot. Deselect. There we go. Yeah, that looks more legit. Looks a little stiff, but they are kind of. I'm like looking at the pose that I see of the real photograph from the real drum major, and they are very stiff.
They are.
Okay. So I did want to bring this angle down. Same width. Yeah. Wanted that one down a little bit more. No. No. Nah. That's all right.
Me is a wonderful thing.
It is. Indeed. Okay. I think I'll do it here because the trim is going to be the same color, the same gold color as the plume. I think I'll leave that bottom part open too because I want his little collar to have some trim on it. And also, I wanted him to have like little epaulettes. Is that what they're called? Epaulettes?
Yep, that is correct.
And then just looking at the uniform. And it's not so skin tight, so I want it a little bit looser on our little elf guy. And then if I want to add like little stripies or stuff to his cuffs, I can too. And we got a straight coat. Don't they have like... I didn't know if it was like... He looks kind of like a bellhop.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the same idea, I guess.
Let me look at a couple more. What they call drum major?
Yeah, drum major.
from like different angles. Yeah, they kind of do have high-waisted, kind of like little waistcoat with short little collars. Some of them have capes, but I can always add a cape later. This guy's got tails, and he's doing a back bend. Okay. Should I give him little tails?
Yes, tails would be hilarious.
But they're going to curl up.
Of course.
Because he's an elf. And that's how the elf folk do. Okay, that needs to come down a little bit more. And then he's got little locks coming out. If you happen to hear any odd or strange little noises coming in the background, we have 2 dogs and a son that lives with us. So please forgive us if you hear unusual, strange sounds in the background that are unaccounted for. You have his little elfin sideburns there. And he's going to have little curls in the back. Okay. There we go. So far, so good. And while I'm at it, make his little elfin pupil. Does that look right? And yeah. I want him to have kind eyes.
I think you've succeeded in that.
Thank you. All right, so I thought maybe we could do pants, but then I saw most of these guys that look really cool with their back bends and their high stepping. That guy's doing a back bend with 2 batons. Most of them have pants. They have boots up to their knees, or they have like these covers that make them look like they're wearing boots. And they have like, it's almost like stirrup pants, but they're not full pants. So it's going to come to the knee, and then they all have kind of a little bit of bunching of fabric. All right, let me see. Let's see how their buttons look. Okay, various kinds of buttons. I hate this, how they change out how you can find images anymore, because they keep cropping them so they get more in there and you don't get like the full length. Oh, here's
Really?
Guy dancing. Yeah. Okay, so most of them, yeah, they do these like, it looks like strips, like really narrow across, so they're like cropped, and all you can see is their torsos, or only their head and shoulders. And like a lot of these are torsos. So you have to literally, it's like forcing you to click on the actual site. So you go and it opens up the full version. But I used to just have like resize them so they fit in a certain particular row, and then you just scroll through. But yeah, most of these guys have no buttons on their pants, but many buttons and accoutrement on their jackets. So I think I'm just going to do little buttons on both sides of this tiny, teeny little jacket. Teeny little buttons, and then little pants come down, and then the little seam with the little thingy. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'll just make one seam. This seam kind of going down like that. And we'll do the back one. Then we'll just go back to black. Because the boots are, most of the boots I'm looking at are black. And they go over here. And they have their little straps. That. Oops. I really do want to line it up with the, yeah. Okay, I was going to do the white things, sometimes, but no, I'm just going to do, I'll do like a little seam, like it's how they constructed the shoe. Do you know how sometimes in band they'll have the little white covers, like they look like little shoe bibs in marching band?
Spats.
Spats, yeah. I don't think I'm going to do spats because drum majors don't do the spats. They have the boots. And then I also wanted to make some, make some important decisions about the placement of this leg to make it make more sense. So I think, do I want to twist it maybe? I think, yeah, I like that a little better.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit off. And I think I also want to draw in the front of this little thing so it turns out. And maybe I'll do, like I'll reverse them and take this one out, if that makes sense. So that one's pointing away too far, so you're not going to see the front of that little thing. Like he kind of walks, he toes out when he walks instead of pigeon toes. Does that seem right?
Yep.
Now let me hide this background for just a second. See if it looks right. Oh yeah, I like that much better.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish. think I got enough of it. Yeah. Does the right leg need to be lower?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Mally, honey, what you want, baby? Just come over and put her head right in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for helping, Boomer.
You're welcome.
Boomer is great at critique because he's an artist as well. Okay, so now we go into distort. We'll take this. If I have to repair it, I will. I just want to get it in the right proportions.
Oh, that's looking better already, though.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Let me hide the background again. Does that look right, or does that look off still?
No, it looks pretty good.
Okay. Like he's slightly coming at us. Slightly. He's following the little mushroom girl. Okay. Do that one. Brush. I'll close that back up. Get our little tucks of fabric there. Okay. Let's make a choice on the color of, what is that little flouncy thing up top? The plume? Does they have a special name other than plume?
Oh, I don't know on that one. I think plume is a fine term to use. I know what you're talking about.
Just a flouncy bit of fluff and feathers. I'm sure there'll be people that wear drum majors at some point making fun of me later because I called it a flouncy thing and it's got a specific name and I just don't know what it is. I was not in band. I was in art. Like that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Little texture. Okay. So we have our drum major elf. Yippee!
Yay!
So now we're gonna block in the color, and after I get that done, then we can just eliminate the background and he'll just be kind of sitting there in that space, and that's when he really starts to come to life. And then I start adding shadows and then and highlights and stuff. Okay, so I'm thinking his skin should be lighter than his uniform.
Agreed.
But I want it to be kind of an earthy green. So maybe his skin base can be like that.
Okay.
Or should I go lighter?
Let's see what it looks like.
I'll give it a try. If it's too much of a weird contrast, then with the oops, that's not the color I chose.
Nope.
If it's too much of an odd... Oh, I need another layer, don't I? So I go under him and make that so it hides behind the outline. And I just color it in like a coloring book. I know other illustrators might do it differently. And I don't stay in the lines because I can erase it later. And if I have any of the lost and found edges, I want to be the one to make the decision of where the color stops. Where the background, this color, this light green I'm putting in now, I want the decision.
Yeah, you're in charge of this thing anyway.
It's my world. It's my world.
Right.
So I get to make it how I want to. And there's more than one way to do things on Photoshop, like totally. This is how I do it. Okay. I want to make sure there's no gaps, because when I take away that background piece, you're going to notice all the places where I missed immediately. So I make sure to get everything all the way to the edges. See, like that little thumb piece right there? That's why I go outside the lines. So I'm breaking the kindergarten rule of not coloring outside the lines. Oh no. And this brush is color sensitive, so I want to make sure I press consistently so there's no like color variation. It's like all the same color, and I'll add the shading and the highlights later. And what's the difference between shading and highlights?
One's shadow and one's light.
Yep. And I take clues from the picture I took to decide where the light source is going to be coming from. So like I go up here and you see the shadow right here of the little magician's cape.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the light coming in from, there's no, the roof. I took the roof off of it. It has a roof with like these cool looking beams and stuff on it, but I don't use it. It gets really dark in there. So unless I'm needing an angle that points up towards the ceiling, you know, like if part of the storyline shows that, I'll put the roof on and then I'll just like use a flash or I'll use some artificial lighting. But normally I just leave the roof off of it, so to speak. And all of the walls in the mini set here are all removable. Boomer designed it for me, and they're inside of a frame that he made for my mini set, and they're kind of held together with Velcro. The
And
frame
magnets.
holds them in, and the Velcro kind of positions them so they look more precise. And what were you saying, honey?
There's magnets too.
Oh, yeah, there's magnets. And if you look on the opposite side of this door, it is being held on by blue painter's tape. But you can't tell because it's a set. You can't tell till I told you. Is this arm too long? Like now that I made the hand bigger, it looks kind of weird. But
No,
it's
I
an
think
elf,
it's
so
good.
it's got weird proportions anyways. Okay. And that is the last little bit of his tiny little elfin flesh that we will need to paint, so I'm gonna go in and clean up his little elfin fleshy bits. But that's a word they didn't expect to hear today. Elfin fleshy bits. Or a phrase, I should say.
I didn't expect to hear it today.
It's all part of the process and the journey. I would totally start doing an Irish brogue right now, but I'm really bad at it. And I wouldn't be able to put it down. For the rest of the night, I'd be using it.
And then you'll have the Irish people and the drum majors coming after you.
I know, right? It would anger two groups. Double anger if there was any Irish drum majors. They'd be in big trouble. All right. We get all the little corners and bits and pieces and whatnot. We go. Okay, let's go to his face. Let's go to his face. Cooperate, please. Little Photoshop. I'm going to do this really quick too. No. Okay. The whites of his little eyes. What is this? What's happening here? Oh. Decisions were made. See, look at the brushes.
What about them?
They're not uniform anymore. They're not like just round, soft edge and hard edge. See how this one comes to points on the edges?
Yeah. Did
Like
it not look
usually
like
when
that
I
earlier?
load up, they don't know. They rarely load up like this. This is a special surprise. Special treat for me. They actually loaded up nice. Okay, so what I did was, I don't know. Let me swatch it. Need this green. Need the greenie. Okay, the brush should have. Oops, I said brush. Brush. There you go. Okay, that's his collar and that's his neck. I was like trying to figure out where the lines ended, and so this layers. Yeah. So that is going to be the uniform color because that's the other side of his little collar, not his neck. And that is just a lost and found edge, so that needs to be erased. So that makes more sense to me. Okay. That lost and found edge like threw me through a loop. Okay. Oh, we are erasing, aren't we? We're erasing. Go. I can't remember the first time I realized it was Froud that we were watching. I remember it was after high school. It was after the first time I went to art college. It was an adventure getting my art degree, put it that way.
It sure was.
I want to say it was when I was going, like I made the connection before I went back the second time, and I didn't know his name, but suddenly I realized that there were books coming out, or there was artwork coming out online that I'm like, that has to be the same artist. That is the same artist, but I didn't know his name. And then I learned his name later, and I was just like, I bought his books. I bought a few of his books. No, two at least. I got the Goblins and the Fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Goblins? Was it Goblins?
Yeah, I think so.
Love those books. Whoops. Erase. Go. But I noticed I missed a spot. Give me the swatch. Give me the swatch. Oops. Okay. Color it all in there. Alrighty tiny. Okay. Got that. And now I think I'm going to use like I have to think about this too. Her smock is a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Her smock is going to be like, I want her to have like a fawny pink color.
Yeah.
Like ingredient from like a tan fawn color to like a pale pink that gets darker at the top. Kind of grade, goes over. And then, I don't know, an interesting organic kind of pinky color. And then, but her little leaf smock is going to be green. So we got all these greens in here. So I want it to be, unless I make it kind of like a yellowed leaf.
Oh,
Like she's had it on
Yeah.
kind of a more yellow, golden,
Mm-hmm.
and then highlighted with a little bit of brown, maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So he can safely be kind of the traditional leprechaun green. Should be lighter.
This for his uniform, yeah.
Yeah. Like this color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good.
It's a nice Irish green, huh?
Yeah.
And for the record, I am 41% Irish and Scottish. Are you Irish at all?
I really don't know, to be honest. I don't think I have any Irish in me.
I think you have German, though, huh?
Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
just, Western Europe.
Based on the name that you gave me, that was your grandpa's at one time.
Mm-hmm.
In that story, I want to say you have English in you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
from my mom's
European.
side, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And they keep changing out the results because as they get more and more samples coming in. So I find out every year or so they update it, and I was 1% or less North African at one point, and then they took that off, and then I was Norwegian for a while, and then they took that off, and then they added it back with Swedish, and then they removed the Norwegian again, and now I have, I think, 4% Swedish.
Mm.
And I got some northern Germany, but mostly it's kind of like Europe. You're European.
Yeah, just kind of white.
Oh, they added Isle of Man.
Mm.
I think that's the name of it. That's a
Yeah.
tiny island.
Right there
Like
in the middle of
Yeah.
Ireland. And
I was like, I don't even know what that means. I know nothing about this island. It's interesting, though. It's interesting to learn all about your heritage and where you came from, and what they dressed like, and what their leprechauns dressed like. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful with this green around the red. See how it kind of turned to mud? This is the touch sensitive, makes it like slightly transparent. So I think I'm going to go back and erase that little tiny bit so the red pops back through. Be careful around his little elfin face. Okay. Check the edges. With the smoother lines, I don't have to worry about going over as much, especially if they're like solid lines and I don't have lost and found edges. I still double check and make sure it's all filled in. I think I'm going to fill that in too, just to fully saturate it. You can see this little area here. I don't know if you can tell on the screen, but there's a slight variation from the touch sensitivity. Okay. His cute little elven trousers. I feel like I'm going shopping in the 60s with this music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm riding in an elevator in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we got the black boots, but I don't want them totally black because it doesn't, yeah, there's highlights and shadows and stuff like that. So I'm going to do gray, and then I'm going to have black, like do the solid black shadows and stuff. But it's going to be like a charcoal gray. No, that's too late. Charcoalier. More charcoal.
Charcoalier.
Yeah,
Isn't that thing with like the meats and cheeses?
Charcoalier board.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, honey.
Love me a good charcoalery board.
Oh, you know what sounds good? Keep saying that. We're on a new diet. We're doing like the low carb thingy, and we're coming up with ideas for recipes. We're kind of freewheeling it, making up our own as we go, as we learn more about what we can and can't eat, and we experiment with meals and stuff. I really want to have a night where we just have straight up, how do you say it? Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie, yeah.
Yeah, with those fancy green olives and cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I keep thinking about sliced ham too. I don't know what is with me today. I'm just like that Swiss with blah 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 and the mushrooms, the blah blah blah. I'm trying to think of meal ideas that are low carb. My brain is getting all creative.
I'm glad it's getting into the spirit of it.
Yeah, me too. It did help me get past my plateau. Like, I was plateauing out and waffling at the same. Like, I made it to my goal, but I have a new goal now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like the previous goal minus 5 or 10?
Yeah,
or?
minus 5
Okay.
or 10 would be like, I would be at the weight I was a couple of years after having our second. Like, I don't want to, call myself out, whatever, but I was skinny back then. But I'm about 10 pounds out from my younger skinny weight. But I was like, I made it here, and then I keep waffling 2 pounds, 4 pounds on, 4 pounds off. Just depends what I ate the night before, how much salt was in it, and I was just doing the fasting thing. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But with the low carb, in addition to fasting, it's like push me over the top with it. So that's
Super
nice.
Turbo weight loss.
Super turbo weight loss. I just have to make sure I eat enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get sick. That's not the goal.
Right.
Is that gold enough? Is that golden enough? I want that.
Looks good. Yeah, the new one. Yeah.
That one? Yeah, that looks better, huh? I hear marching band music in my head.
I don't know if I have any like marching music to put on in the background.
Are you looking?
Yeah, I'm seeing what we got.
Okay. Sippy of my refreshing beverage. Okay. I think I want gold stripes around. Let me look at the pictures again. If they have stripes going long ways down more or crossways down more, or some have diagonal. Yeah, some have none. Oh, some have fancy gloves. I think I'll just do them down here at the edge.
Not quite marching, but it's maybe a little better.
It's got an Irish feel to it. All right, what color should his hair be? Oh, he's going to have a little brass button on his tails.
Nice.
That doesn't make any sense. That's the inside of his collar, where you wouldn't see it. All right, so he's gonna have see. Gonna be kind of a cross between brown and green. Or his hair color. What do you think about that? Is it too yicky? Is it oogie? Is that okay? Hello? You muted?
Sorry. Yep, I'm talking over here with a muted microphone. I think that looks good.
Okay. Did you believe in fairies and leprechauns when you were little?
Absolutely.
Did you really? I wanted
mean,
so bad to believe in fairies and leprechauns.
I definitely enjoyed hearing stories about them. I can't tell you if I actually believed that they were real, but It
I
was a
used to
long
think,
time
oh, well,
ago.
those are creatures of the olden times that they're hiding or they're gone now or something.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? Maybe they were. Maybe they still exist somewhere in the world. There's so much lore about them all around the world. I mean, there had to be something to the stories.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't that many superstitious people in the world, all over the place, everywhere. All right, I gotta save often. Save often. Sheepy, save often. Okay, so then I think I'm going to do a light gray for the silver. The silver.
I'm really digging his hair, by the way. It looks good. It was a good color.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. What are some of the different mythical creatures that were your favorites? Did you like the
Oh,
scary
dragons.
ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
dragons? Oh, yeah,
dragons.
yeah.
Fascinated by them. Drew them all the time.
I did too. But I think my favorite things were like winged or flying
Mm-hmm.
things. I was fascinated with flight. Like I always dreamed I could fly myself someday. Someday I'll find a way to fly.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Pegasus. A couple of books I got attached to because they used the phrase kitty hawk. And one of them actually made a pun out of it and created a character that was a kitty that could fly. I loved horses and kitty cats when I was a little girl. Anything that was horse, it was like the half fish, half horse hippocampus.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the most majestic thing. Like anything, like unicorns, you know, all that. So I loved horses and I loved cats when I was a little girl. All right. Oh, we need the red. We need the red. Red first. It's going to be a bright, but it's going to be a crimson red. More crimson red, like a royal red. Because who knows? Our elf could be part of a royal elfin family.
Could be. That nose looks pretty royal, you know?
Yeah, very regal royal nose. You ready?
I'm ready.
I gotta get to this point before I can scroll over. Just get him in his little environment. Then, no, wrong layer. It's this layer. Thank you, thank you. Now you get to see all your mistakes. Look. Okay.
Not mistakes. It's just opportunity for improvement.
That's happy accidents. Okay. I just go back over to the swatch. Click on that. This is why I have to go and do this. I like check on the pressure sensitive brushes there and go back over and over because you don't always see it. I should just turn off the pressure sensitivity, but then I lose the line variation, and I love line variation.
Who doesn't?
Weirdos. I'm just teasing. And you can also see like the white halo effect. So this is going to be his home, right?
Mhm.
So it's okay now to erase outside the lines a little bit more because the darkness of that background is going to make the halo effect pop out more. So go in a little bit deeper to get rid of the halos. Everything is fixable. I think that's on a different layer. Hold on. Yep, it's this layer. And get rid of the halo. You don't want no halos around here. It's a halo-free zone. After this, I was thinking maybe we could watch some true crime stuff.
Oh yeah.
Kind of in the mood.
I'd be down for that.
It's one of the things that Boomer and I like to do in the evening is just hang out and watch just some binge watching of our favorite shows. Just kind of, end the evening and a nice peaceful time together as a married couple. All right, so I'm gonna save it. Now, it's highlights and shadows and a cast shadow. Do you know what a cast shadow is, Boomer?
I sure do.
What's a cast shadow?
It's the shadow that fishermen make.
It's not.
No, it's the shadow cast by the light source onto the ground or background.
Yeah. And in this case, it's going to be underneath him and slightly back behind him because the light is pointing, oops, this way. So the shadow would be here and under him. Okay. He needs a name. Should it be Connolly? Should it be what's some Irish names? Scott? I don't know. Probably shouldn't name off too many names because I have Irish in me. I might be naming off family members or something. Okay, that's me close her. Where is she at? Where did she go? Is that her now? Where's she go?
According to a popular web search, the top popular Irish boys' names are Liam, Finn, Killian, Tig, Cian, and Declan.
I like Flynn.
Finn or Flynn?
Finn.
Finn.
Was it Finn you said, not Flynn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Finn.
Yeah, he's a Finn.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going to leave the top outline. And, or should I just merge them all? Because I'll be shading over all of it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What's the bottom layer? It's that one. I take this, click on that one, hit Control, and then click on all the ones above. And then I merge layers. So then when I do that, it disappears in totality, like an eclipse of an elf. Okay. So I'm just going to do a simple black shadow. I'm not going to get fancy with the green or anything, and white highlight, and just use adjust the opacity. So this time it's going to be, here he is. It's going to be, I'm going to add a layer above him, and I'm going to do the shading and stuff that way. So I start out with that fuzzy brush, and I like to go anywhere like 10, 15, 20% to do the first. Right now I'm looking at the darker shadows in the room to try to kind of gauge so I can make it kind of uniform to the room and not go too crazy. Then I go like that real big. We're going to do a large pass on the back side of his body. Oops. What's it doing? Oh, I didn't change the color. Oh. Get back here. Where are you going? You do black. So do a big pass over the back side of him. About underside of his arms, underside of his leg, under his arms. Okay. And this is just to make the main shading uniform. Then I go back in and I refine it. So erase. I don't want any haze. So go back in. I think I'm going to turn this one back on for this. Erase. Crisp edge. Oops. Why am I erasing that? What layer am I on? I just went right over to, I didn't create another layer. Oh, silly me. I'm just going to do like this. Get it all? I think I got it all. I'm going to add another layer. And let's do this all over again. I'm sorry. So brush. The cool thing about the settings is when you hit Control Z and go backwards and go back a step from what you did, it doesn't change the settings. So you still have this, opacity brush stays at the same opacity. I like that feature.
It is handy.
What?
That is handy.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get the underside of that boot too. Underside of this boot. And you need to be recentered, sir. Okay, now we're getting into the preciousness of it. Gotta be more careful. Okay. Now, always looks kind of wonky when I first do this. Whoops, what is that? What is that? Pen tool. Erase. When I first put on the shading and I go way out of the lines like that, I always go like, oh, that looks so muddy. And then I clean it up and it looks so much better. My thumb keeps hitting that side button on the stylus, messing with me. What was your favorite animal growing up, Boomer? Are you muted?
I was unmuting myself and thinking at the same time, but I really enjoyed lizards,
Yeah.
reptiles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds like someone we know.
Yeah. I wasn't so much into snakes though.
No.
I could never picture myself having a pet snake, but a pet lizard, yeah.
I already told you my favorite.
If that's like a test to see if I remembered, I failed.
No, horses and cats.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
And I had a thing for baby deer too.
Oh, who doesn't? Baby deer.
They're
just
so
sweet.
cute. Oh my gosh. I think anything baby. Typical little girl. Okay. I think I got that pretty good for shading. Let me see. Take a look at him.
Oh yeah.
Looking dapper. Looking dapper. Oh, you know what? I forgot my plume.
Oh yeah, the plume
Yeah.
needs some shading.
And I need my staff to have shading. My baton. Okay. Oops. Okay. Save. Now I put in his little highlights. Checking the time. Okay, doing good. Now, hello. From an extra highlights. And then you just go to white and wherever the sun wants to kiss. Mwah! Like the sun kissing the top of a baby's head. Oops. His little plume. Okay, brush. Then we do the top of his little hat. A little bit around the side here in the front. I need to make that brighter. The yellow, so it's more noticeable. And these little locks. Picking up the light. Here and there. The tops of his little ears. And then the bottom ridge will kind of catch it on the top lip. Maybe right here. And the folds of his little ear. Certainly along the top ridge of his nose. And his eyelids. And his little forehead. And then the tops of his cheekies. Maybe the little nostril there. And his top lip. Maybe the top of his bottom lip. The top of his chin. Along his nostril there a little bit. Maybe on the little other side of his hat. Okay. I'm going to go down and follow his anatomy down and over to his little hand. So he's going to have a little shiny fingernail catching the light. Maybe the tops of his little knuckles. And also the top of his little uniform. Okay, and then we might as well do the staff while we're at it. And the silver is going to pop really strong in parts of this. So it's going to be white in certain parts. Because it's directly reflecting the light. Go down here. Okay. Right there. Bring that down a little bit. And then his little epaulettes. Along with his whole shoulder there. By the front of his arms a little bit. Top of his hand. His knee's going to catch that light. Oh, and certainly the tail end of his little tails there. Then fingers. Top of this little shoe. Maybe this will catch as it wraps around a little bit. And then we're going to go on, make it very small, and we're going to catch that little shine that goes to the boots. Yeah, it's going to have some shine to his little footsteps and his fancy little majestic boots. What do you think?
Just looking at the boots, you got the highlight on the left boot on the back. It looks kind of funny. I would have put it on the other side.
Yeah, but that's, look at, it's on the under, that's the point facing the, oh, you know,
Yeah.
like up right here?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe just a little bit lower down on the thing.
We can do 2 sides. Thank you for catching that, honey.
Yeah.
So a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a little bit here.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, what you do? What you do? What's going on? I want to catch a little bit of that outline, though. Yeah?
Yeah, that's better.
Maybe we'll do cast shadow. We go under him. Look, he's a ghost. Can you
That's
see
funny.
him?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Underneath them. Oh, come on. What you doing? What's happening? It ate my layer. So he's coming forward this way. So we have that there, but then also he's got his baton out here. And the light is going to probably cast this way, maybe. Maybe up here a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's like further from the ground. And it always gets diffused. He's going to be back this way. His little bum. His body. His arm. Arm over here. Then he's going to have that hat on back there. And it's probably going to be more diffuse. And it's going to be very dark right underneath him. Yeah?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yay! Now we save. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did it faster than I thought I would, but I really like him.
Yeah, he turned out pretty good.
Finn looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we'll work on the other 2. I don't know how fast those will go. But get over here. That and no, not that one. That one? Yeah. That one. And these are just the first 3 characters. There's going to be multiple more characters that are coming through, so it absolutely looks like a parade. So she's going to be throwing flower petals to get ready, and I'll have those little flower petals left behind as it gets closer to the door. I'll have some other magical creatures, although I haven't decided exactly which ones are going to be, but they're going to be cute, adorable, like little wholesome characters. So I don't do scary things. I don't do scary monsters. Put that way. If I make monsters, they're usually cute. Like I did a monster, a furry monster, and it was holding up. I drew a mama monster at a clothesline, holding up 3-legged pair of pants. You know what I mean? And hanging them on the line. And mama looked like a big fuzzy monster, but there's no dark stuff. It's not going to be, my monsters are going to be cute. If I even do them, I don't, I guess a griffin could be considered a monster, but I I don't want to be off-putting to children in any way, shape, or form, or make them scary about anything, make them fearful about anything. So that's what I mean when I say my stuff is wholesome. We don't do dark over here.
It's
we have
whimsical.
enough. It's whimsical, yeah. We have enough dark content out there as I wax profound. We have so much dark content out there. I just don't feel like, kids are getting the same experience with artwork and illustrations as they once did when I was a little girl. So my stuff is going to be the kind of stuff that inspired me as a little girl to want to draw, to want to create my own characters, and to inspire my imagination and think about, creative things and creative ideas and that kind of thing. So that's where we're going with this platform. That has always been my intent, is to make wholesome content. So that being said, I will bring this up one more time in case you missed it in the beginning. You can screenshot it. Find me on your favorite platform here. I still got basically two slots I can stream to. I tried to go on True Social and Telegram, but for whatever reason, Telegram's it's just not connecting properly the way I want it to. And True Social doesn't do this yet, where you can post content and do live streaming, like not in the way that I need it to. So anyways, here's my links. Here's it for those of you out there that are like me, who have old lady eyes. And just pause it and find these links and come watch me. We try to stream every Saturday night if possible, 7:30 Eastern time. And I thank you so much for Boomer modding. And I thank you all for joining us. I hope you subscribe and you like it, so we can grow this. And I really want to grow my little art community and make friends with people who like art, who are maybe new to it. Encourage you to try it out, answer questions if I can, and just grow a community of friends. That's what I'm looking for. So I thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and see you soon. Bye-bye.